Let me ask you, one of the experiences, and frankly, one of the questions a lot of entrepreneurs have to ask as they grow a business is, when do I sell it? When do I take it public? In your role now as a consultant, what do you draw from in your experiences in helping entrepreneurs determine when they might need to sell the company, when they might need to raise outside capital, or when they might want to go public?
I think it's a very personal thing for each person. And sometimes what they want may not be what they need. And so it's very important to work with them and coach them about the ins and outs of making those kinds of decisions. There's a point where a company is emerging, growing rapidly, where it reaches a maximum value point. And quite often what happens is that maximum value point will if you just keep doing the business, that will drop off a bit for a while before it starts back up. Now eventually it will get back up to a higher value, but if it let me draw it the other way. If it's starting up and then dips a little bit, and then it takes some time for it to come back up and be more valuable, do you want to exit near that peak, or do you want to exit in that longer term scenario where it's worth more? And what's your situation? You personally, your family, the other personal aspects of your life. What's your business situation? Your partners, the investors in your company, if you have them, the other parties that are interested. What's going to work for everybody and get you the best result? And thinking that through, there's no set formula that's the right answer.
Right.
It's different for every entrepreneur.
If you were running Hayes Microcomputer Products today, do you think you'd want to take it public in this current environment? Is that something that you think would be a viable option for you, or would you continue to run it as a private company?
I tell you, one of the inspirations I had for working to keep Hayes private for so long was the Milliken Textile Company in Spartanburg, South Carolina. World-class competitor, owned by Roger Milliken, who's now deceased. Wonderful example of, and I grew up in Spartanburg, so I knew that company my whole life. That's not always the right answer. If I had Hayes to do over again, I probably would have taken it public 2 or 3 years before we did eventually go public. And I would have taken a year to go to school on being a public company to get myself ready for that. And it would be a different scenario.